In this video, we are going to see the definition of lymphoma, the classification of lymphoma, and the staging of lymphoma. Now, what is lymphoma? Lymphomas are actually a heterogeneous group of malignant clonal proliferation of B cells, T cells, or natural killer subsets at various stages of differentiation or maturation. So these are basically immature cells of B cell, T cell, or natural killer cell subsets. Now, how we classify them? The lymphomas are classified broadly into two groups depending upon the presence or absence of Reed-Sternberg cells. They are Hodgkin lymphomas or they are non-Hodgkin lymphomas. The Hodgkin lymphomas are further divided into classical Hodgkin lymphoma and nodular lymphocyte predominant Hodgkin's lymphoma. Now, the classical variety is further divided on morphological appearance into four types: nodular sclerosis Hodgkin's lymphoma, lymphocyte-rich Hodgkin lymphoma, mixed cellularity Hodgkin's lymphoma, and lymphocyte-depleted Hodgkin's lymphoma. While non-Hodgkin lymphoma is seen differently, it's mature cells or immature cells. So mature cells can be B cells. So it can be mature B cell lymphoma like diffuse large B cell lymphoma, Burkitt lymphoma, follicular lymphoma, or mantle cell lymphoma. Similarly, it can be mature T cell lymphomas like peripheral T cell lymphoma, cutaneous T cell lymphoma, adult T cell lymphoma, and leukemia. This requires differentiation with specific characteristic like the molecular appearance and the cytogenetics. Then you can have immature cells. Immature B cell lymphoblastic lymphoma oblique leukemia. This can be with recurrent cytogenetic alterations. And then we can have immature T lymphoblastic leukemia oblique lymphoma. This can be early T cell precursor lymphoma, the near early T cell precursor lymphoma, or pro T cell lymphoma, which are relatively mature cells. Now, the differentiation between blastic lymphoma and leukemia is based on the extent of bone marrow involvement and cytogenetic oblique molecular studies. Now, what is the staging system? Now, we stage lymphoma as stage 1. Stage 1 is lymphoma when there is only single lymph node region or single extra lymphatic site is involved. For example, one lymph node group in the neck is involved, or only spleen is involved. Stage 2 is two or more lymph node region on same side of diaphragm. They are either above the diaphragm or below the diaphragm, or a single extra lymphatic site and nearby lymph node on the same side of the diaphragm. It means the stage 2 lymphoma is on one side of the diaphragm, either above the diaphragm or below the diaphragm. And then we've got stage 3. Stage 3, the disease can be on both sides of the diaphragm. The lymph node regions on both sides of the diaphragm, potentially with involvement of the spleen or a single extra lymphatic site. And then we got stage 4. This is a diffuse disease spread to outside the lymphatic system such as bone marrow, liver, or lungs. Along with these stages, the morphological stages or the anatomical stages, we divide the patient has B symptoms or there are no B symptoms. The B symptoms are fever, drenching night sweats, and 10% or more unintentional weight loss in the last 6 months. So this is how we categorize the various patients of lymphoma, because this classification and the staging system determines what treatment options we are going to have for our particular patient.